everyone, this is the Tinman with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance. And today we are talking about the presidential race between Donald Trump and Hillary fucking Clinton. And how it relates to a YouTube series called Llamas with Hats. Again, not too surprising for those who know the show, given the music that was on the intro. But for those of you who don't know, Llamas with Hats is a YouTube show featuring two llamas, one of which does terrible, horrific things simply for shock factor to get a rise out of the other llama. The llama in question who does these bad things, his name is Carl. The other's name is Paul. And I can kind of relate the presidential race to this show, because if you really think about it, the way things have been playing out, if Trump does something bad, and I'm not implying that Hillary doesn't do anything bad because she's a fucking criminal, she's a fucking nut, so on and so forth. Nobody's going to argue that. But the way it plays out in the media, if Trump does something bad, it's likely for shock factor, because let's face facts, the guy's been in media, he understands that controversy creates cash. Now, if Trump does something bad, it's likely for shock factor, to which Hillary is quick to react, just as if Carl from Llamas with Hats does something to warrant a reaction out of Paul.
Carl, we're supposed to be on vacation!
I don't know about you, but I am having a wonderful time here.
You toppled the South American government, Carl!
The people have spoken. Viva la resistance!
You pushed the resistance leader into a giant fan!
He was a traitor and a scoundrel.
He was trying to stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan!
And it's really, really interesting because it can also go the other way around, because like I said, Hillary is not innocent, and it could really, really play as far as putting the shoe on the other foot. Hillary could definitely be Carl, considering both Hillary and Carl are murderers.
All you do is kill people, Carl!
You are being a huge beehole right now.
I'm not the one shoving people into a meat grinder!
It's not a meat grinder, it's an orphan stomper.
Gross!
You know what's gross? Your attitudes.
You are completely insane!
Oh, weird. That's what all these orphans said.
At least that's what we can speculate. Body count keeps rising. Seems to be pointing in Hillary's direction. Can't exactly be proved, but it's an amazing coincidence, suffice it to say. And for anybody who can get away with murder, cheers to you, bitch. But here's what I'm getting at here. Like Llamas with Hats, the presidential race started out interesting, grabbing people's attention with the first few episodes, but eventually showed the worst that they possibly could. And anything beyond that is just repetitive, or even if it is new, the shock factor is pretty much worn off. So what the fuck can you do? And in the show Llama with Hats, this actually happened in the first 4 episodes. They went as far as they could with the shock factor, but the fans wanted more. But anything beyond what they've already done is just repetitive. And it's kind of the same thing with the presidential election coming up. You got all this shit. It's like, oh, look what he did, you know. You've got everything on the table. What more could you possibly bring to the table? You've shown the worst that you possibly could of both candidates as far as their character is concerned. Anything else is just repetitive nonsense and is a waste of everybody's time.
I'll have to try harder next time.
Please don't.
I feel like I've been issued a challenge.
Carl!
It's too late now.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I think I was expecting worse.
Worse? But this is totally fucked, bro.
I know, but after last time with the nuke and the faces, it's just...
So, like Llamas with Hats, the race runs itself into the ground, grasping for air until it finally kills itself on election day. And the life of those watching and the lives of those watching can then resume. It's like, okay, we're past that point. What the fuck next do we have to look forward to? And that can be taken good or bad, however you want to take it, ladies and gentlemen. But in all seriousness, I bring this up because there's just no originality in this whole thing. You know, everything that's happening has been done time and time again. But yet, the sheeple still fall for it for some reason, right? I really don't understand it. I really don't. But then again, I'm awake, so you can't expect me to understand the logic of a sleepwalker. But anyway, that's my synopsis for the presidential race as it relates to llamas with hats. And hopefully, like with llamas and hats, one, if not both, of the presidential candidates, realizing that they've run their course and can't go any further, will throw themselves off a bridge just like Carl did in this series finale. I'm the Tinman with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance. Now I'm going to go build a meat dragon.
Did you finish your meat dragon, Carl?
Maybe.